Oh, it's on default. That's why. How's that? Does that sound normal or does that sound very far away?
Can you hear us now?
Goddamn, yeah, Windows update. I forgot.
What's the other one?
How does that sound?
Let us know in the chat.
All right.
I know.
Yeah, I think it's okay. But if it is,
well, it's coming through on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
it sounds pretty good. Not too echoey.
Oh, we might be. There might be a delay on the chat.
All right, so we're back. Yeah, sorry, that was a lovely window. Oh, and of course that makes the 30 seconds useless. But yeah, we don't have any AC on or anything, so it should be fine.
All right, cool.
But yeah, so hello. So yeah, we're in our 7th year of doing this. What's going on?
I'm sorry. What? 7th year of doing this. Right.
That is, yeah. Usually people are saying, "Oh, I'm about to retire. We've done all we can do, and we're
not here at
not here.
Nope, not here at Upturn Table. 7 years, still going.
Yeah, just bashing on regardless.
Wow.
But yeah. Oh, so I'm standing in a lush farmland, so I didn't want to put the table up before we started this stream.
See, if you hadn't have said that, I would have thought you were showing off a preview for Sunday's game.
Yes. Well,
let's rewind and pretend.
Yep, that's right. I'm showing off. That's right, and that's why we have the. You can't see it behind the chat, but that's why we have the.
No, you can, oh yeah, you can't see the hardware.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Modifius. I know it's an existing game.
Right.
You don't want to change it. You could have chose something that's better search optimized.
Right.
Every time I type in hard war, it's like you meant hardware and hardware. I'm like, no. I didn't.
Right.
I meant hard war.
Yes.
The war that is hard. This ain't your grandpappy's war is what I think about. Anyway, yes. That hard war table looks awesome.
Yeah, they did a great job with the terrain. I'm so glad that there were 3D files of the terrain. And that was a really nice thing. I think I would have been less interested in it if I had to get everything shipped here and kind of wait for everything, because it would have been a really expensive game. This way it turned out just that base pledge, and they give you, all the STLs.
So all the STLs that they've made today.
Yes. Yeah. So it's pretty much it's a pretty complete game, because you can kind of proxy things when you're building your elements. You can kind of use whichever you want to, whatever type, like a walker or a heavy tank or a light tank, so you can kind of proxy things and build your own forces. But everything that they've made so far, it's nice. I really like what they've done, and it prints well, and it's nice and heavy with resin. It's going to stay where we put it. And
I'd like to see infantry.
Oh yeah, I wonder if that is in the original game. If they did that, like
you got like in the main rulebook, you have stats for it, because I also want to see it for scale purposes.
Yeah, right.
Because like when I'm painting up that African Federation tank, I'm like, everything on this is pretty. I mean, like, it's a gorgeous model. I'm like, this is pretty cool. I'm like, they say it's 6mm. I'm like, looking at my other 6mm stuff going, you're not fitting inside that tank, right? Like, how many people are in this? One, I'd guess.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and it's a nice, simple, light rule set. So I think our learning game will actually be pretty fun. We're not going to make too many mistakes.
Well, you say that, and okay, yeah, I think maybe we should use the quick start or look at something, because I've been slowly starting to read through the rules, basically not doing anything else. And at first I was like, whoa, you have to build all your elements. I went, whoa, because it's all these, you start with the base and then you get so many points and then you can buy all these different things. And I'm like, wow. Yeah. Luckily I found the section that was like, they had their pre-built stuff, but it seems like there are a lot of special rules for the units that you can purchase and
right. Yeah, so we'll just have to keep track of that. If I'm shooting at you, do you have this? Do you have this?
Yep. Yeah.
And it'll just be, more or less dice, basically. And I really am interested how a handful of D12s feels to roll. If that's interesting or not. Yeah. Then just keep going.
Well, not as bad as a D20, but yeah.
But this is should be fun. So tune in. That'll be Saturday night.
Saturday night for America. Yeah, Sunday afternoon for us. Yeah.
Right. So tune in for some hard war on the channel, and finally get it. And the nice thing too is you don't feel as precious, because these are very easy to replace.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
You just print them again, so you don't feel as precious with them as if you've cut them out of a sprue. You're like, I'm cutting this out of a $50 sprue, and if I cut something off or do anything, it's ruined.
Well, I was thinking that very carefully as I was trying to like drill holes in it to like sink magnets so the turrets will rotate. I'm like, don't crack this, don't crack this.
Yeah, but really happy with it. So let's see how it plays, and then let's see how it expands too, because we'll just play kind of the 2x2 beginner game, and then see how big it gets from there.
8x8.
Yes, and it should be fun, and I think it supports multiple multiplayer. So we get to a bigger size, and we can.
Well, we can also start getting into like the sponsors and building your own elements.
Right. Yeah, that should be fun. All right. So how is everybody doing? We got a nice full chat. Oh, Cork's here.
Hey, everybody.
Nice. Cork says, definitely showing off. All right. Calerion and Abyss and Matt. Nice. And Arturo stopped by. Nice to see you, Arturo. And so we'll.
I think I'm in chat there somewhere.
Well, hopefully we can get. It seemed like the color balance wasn't great, but the blackout was pretty. The stream looked pretty good. So I hope we can get something good looking. I had a little tweaked, maybe too orange, but
well, it's very dusty on table.
Right. So we'll see. We'll get a nice golden glow, golden time kind of lighting on this farmland and tear into it. Okay. So cool. Yeah, good to see everyone. So let's get started for this week. Welcome to the weekly. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Chris.
And this week on the weekly, D&D Outsourcing again, Paizo Printables, Dune physical bundle, but we'll talk about that.
All right.
And LowLife RPG is finally on crowdfunding.
Ooh,
so
nice.
We'll talk about that. So yes, let's start with a little bit of this.
Not the best.
Yes, indeed. Not the best, because we're talking about WotC.
I've said it before. I would still play whatever little game that is.
And yes, so Wizards of the Coast has first, they have officially announced that they're going to be releasing updated files for Baldur's Gate 3. They can't stop talking about Baldur's Gate 3. It's like, wait, okay, we got it. That was a big success for you. Just relax. But the other thing, because when they did the revision, the 2024 revision, there's no half races. Like, they negated a lot of the stuff that those original characters, because it was 5th edition for that game. So they kind of ruined those characters. I have to release new files to even make those characters and that thing playable for the tabletop. It's all D&D Beyond. This is all digital. Okay. But Wizards of the Coast posted a job listing for the TRPG Publishing Lead. So this hints at outsourcing. And so they've learned a lesson, maybe, or we'll see. We'll see what this exactly means. But the responsibilities of this position will serve as the creative lead for externally developed D&D content, including adventures, campaign materials, guides, and artwork. So why are they doing this? So why isn't everything being done in-house like they were just doing? Well, there's been some team restructuring. They'd lost their...
That means they fired a bunch of
people. They lost their superstars. The nice thing is they promoted from within, is what it sounds like, or promoted from people like contractors and people that were writing for them that they already had some kind of relationship with. So maybe that's a good thing. And then Dan Ayub, the VP, was talking to the grognards at Gary Con, trying to make everybody happy. And so they bought D&D Beyond in 2022 for $149 million because they didn't have their own digital platform, and it was impossible to do that. And a recent change is on that platform. They are now actively featuring third-party products on the D&D marketplace. So when it was just all in-house, it was just like, no, look, this is our stuff. You want to play this, you buy our stuff. So why are they doing that? Is because they are they're not going to do everything in-house. They're going to start looking at outsourcing like they did at the beginning of 5e. So why did they change that? Well, first of all, let's talk about the Hoard of the Dragon Queen, released in 2014, was done by Kobold Press. Princes of the Apocalypse was done by Sasquatch Games. Out of the Abyss and the Sword Coast Adventures Guide was done by Green Ronin in 2015. That's 2014, 2015. And they abandoned that in 2016. Coincidentally, right around the time they really fucked up with the OGL. So I think, and this is something and maybe that's why we got such the extreme reaction from Kobold Press and Mantic, and everybody was not Mantic, Paizo was having a big reaction to what was going on, and we didn't hear about that because maybe they're under NDA or whatever. But they probably try to put terms on everybody that just made it impossible. Like they wanted really restrictive, everything you write is ours, and it's work for hire, and they don't have, you're not going to get credit or anything. So the OGL probably went a lot harder on third-party people that they were working with, and so it just ended. So everything came in-house after 2016, and that's why we got that wonderful quality of all of those releases. So that's when they started just cranking out their greatest hits, and releasing stuff that people already knew.
Releasing stuff. Is that when we got like the updated whatever, like Temple of Elemental Evil?
Right. Yeah, everything to so there will be some books that will remain in-house, but a lot will be outsourced. So this publishing lead is going to be in charge of that. And so yeah, that's strange. They're kind of shifting, changing positions back to this other state. Was that better? I mean, I guess if they don't play around with the OGL and piss people off, if there is no, OGL, then that may be maintainable, but we will see.
My thought, maybe I'm wrong here. My thought is they can't produce the volume of books that they want to. They can't maintain kind of this regular release schedule to keep themselves. I mean, not that they have to work that hard to keep themselves in like the forefront of everything with such a small in-house team. So you got to outsource. You got to outsource to create enough material to keep the sales going, to keep the Hasbro shareholders happy.
And I think maybe they looked at Paizo, because Paizo produces an insane amount of material, and they have they're very small office, very small staff. So it's a lot of outsourced, a lot of contractors, and maybe that's what they were trying to imitate early on in 5e. And somebody got greedy because it is Hasbro. Basically, somebody got too greedy and said, "Let's just clamp down on all this and not build anybody's reputation or not build any."
Well, I mean, that's the concern, I get, right? Unless, I don't know, and unless it's, they're going to have to, I don't know. I was going to say they're going to have to put the writer's name on it if they outsource stuff, but maybe they won't. I don't know. Because that's the fear, right? Like, you outsource this, and the person or groups or people who start writing this become really well known and get really popular, and then that builds that person up, and in a healthy company would be like, okay, I'm going to go start my own business, and then they would lose that writer, or I don't know.
Yeah, so we will see what happens. But yeah, so we did get the digital revisions for Baldur's Gate 3. They can't stop trying to say this was our biggest success. We've got to take advantage of it. They're doing another set of miniatures. The Nolzar's Marvelous Miniature Special Editions are doing all of the characters from Baldur's Gate 3. And speaking of Baldur's Gate 3, 2 of the voice actors are going to be joining the Dungeon Masters. And what is that? That is the new, they just announced the new.
I'm going to pretend to care. What is the Dungeon Masters?
It is the new official actual play group for D&D. So it's going to be their show that they're going to premiere it April 22nd.
On?
I don't know, YouTube or whatever they do. Yeah, they're not talking about that weird ad-based channel anymore. That they're not talking about that anymore, but it's just so it must be YouTube, their YouTube channel.
Okay.
So yes, the actual play show, Dungeon Masters. So we're getting the DM of Jasmine Bular, Mayana Barin, Christian Navarro, Neil Newborn, and Devorah Wild, and 2 of them are veterans of Baldur's Gate. And the thing is, though, there's voice actors. Oh, so actors have a lot of charisma, like they have to because they're on camera. Voice actors don't have to have a lot of charisma. They can be a little spazzy and a little annoying, and be a little low charisma. So just because you're getting voice actors doesn't guarantee you're going to get a nice filmable session.
But you are going to get voices.
Yeah. But so close your eyes and don't tolerate and just kind of ignore some of the banter, because just their kind of teaser trailer, I was like, ooh, that doesn't look very watchable.
There's a teaser trailer. Okay, well, I'm going to have to, because I love inflicting pain on myself.
Yes.
I'm going to have to go watch this and see what it's like.
So, So there's a little thing here, a little caveat here. Okay. So they're going to be doing this, and they're going to be previewing unpublished upcoming pieces of D&D content that's going to be released on D&D Beyond following these episodes.
So they're giant commercials. I mean, okay, like I said that, and as soon as it was coming out of my mouth, I'm like, it's Hasbro. Like, this is the official D&D channel. That's what they're going to do. Like, I actually don't hate the idea from like a marketing standpoint, right? I wonder what pieces of content they're going to be highlighting. I mean, it would have to, I was mostly wondering like how it would come across on the small screen. Because if it's this monster, or if it's this like mechanic, or if it's this little kind of thing, you might not really notice it unless they go, I'm going to use my unpublished feat of, which would get real annoying, right? But
and a little graphic comes up.
If it was something like an entire, I don't think it's going to be something as big as like an entire class, right? But I was just wondering how noticeable this new thing is they're going to.
Yeah, because you got to be careful. You don't want it to feel like a presentation at a convention where they're like, and coming up, the new Umber Hulk.
See, I think that.
Yeah,
I think that's what Hasbro wants, right?
right. But I think that's pretty much their only position, because they've tried the celebrity thing. They've had an official, that Dice Camera Action. They had a official actual streaming group.
Did they? Okay.
And there was a little bit of problems because one of the married members had a little affair with one of the other members, and then solicited photographs from the fans that were a little unnecessary. Yikes. So that just kind of disappeared. But this is their new official, and hopefully everyone is going to be
official, because we don't talk about that.
Yes. Hope that they behave themselves, and they're going to start, because it is the season of horror. Did you feel the season of horror? It is the season of horror for WotC right now. So they're releasing all their horror stuff. Ravenloft's coming up. Right. So they are going to do Ravenloft. So Ravenloft content, the Horrors Within, is going to be the content, and this maybe they're just kind of previewing. So it might be like a see it played before you buy it kind of thing, to see if on this, I don't like the tone of this or whatever. But then you got to be careful, because different groups can handle the material differently. So this is going to be one version of that content.
Come on, Jeremy. It's an actual play, and the critical role as well as anything. That's the one way it's supposed to be.
That's right. So yeah, that's interesting that they're doing this. They're trying it again. So and I think because everyone's got Glass Cannon, Critical Role, everyone's got such a huge head start. They're playing arenas. WotC has no hope of ever approaching that kind of fame. So make it a marketing tool. Make it something that people would watch, not for the characters, the celebrities, the personalities, but just, I want to see the new D&D content.
That's one possible possibility. I don't know. I think. Right. I think this Dungeon Masters has the advantage of apparently being the only official one, right? So it's not. I was about to say it's not like Glass Cannon and Critical Role are playing Dungeons and Dragons, but are they? I don't know. Right?
I don't know.
Certainly not playing Daggerheart, right?
Yeah, right. Yes. So we'll see how this goes, and I definitely want to check in on it and see how the production is, like how much money they dumped into this, because the production level of these actual plays now for Glass Cannon and Critical Role, it's insane.
I've given up on ever producing one.
It's I don't have that kind of money. Insane how gorgeous they are, and how all this pre-built stuff, and they must have the staff of like a 3-camera sitcom.
Like they've got like an army of interns and stuff that can
right. Yeah, so it's crazy.
Don't knock yourself. Look at that hardware setup right
there.
That's
check this
sweet,
out.
Right?
Check out the graphics that I will copy and paste from the internet. Yeah. It'll be awesome. And included in this season of war, we're going to get a Ravenloft comic. So Dark Horse comes. So they are kind of trying to do multimedia, like whatever they're focused on, they're trying to make it match. And so if you're into Ravenloft, you're getting new Ravenloft content this spring. Right. So enjoy. And we mentioned Paizo, and Paizo's making a weird move. We already talked about this before, because this was an announcement that happened before, because the My Mini Factory campaign started, but they're moving heavy into it, and one of their associate publisher fellow is talking big. He's talking a little optimistic, talking a big game, talking a little too optimistic, and I think we already know that this the 3D printing is not where it needs to be for him to be talking like this. We all know that, but he's still excited. So, Paizo Printables. So they are. So this is something, and it makes sense for Paizo to do this because this is something that WotC would never do. So it's going to be a shop on a subscription. Sorry, a subscription on both My Mini Factory and on their Patreon.
Okay.
So these are going to be linked things where you subscribe to Paizo Printables, and similar to how this actual play can be connected to content for Dungeons and Dragons. Paizo is going to be releasing miniatures, and they're going to coordinate it with new releases for adventure paths. Okay. So you've got the monsters, because previously they would produce their pawns, their flat cardboard pawns for the campaign paths. Buy a big set of those, and you always had something to put on the table that was the official art from the books. Now they're going to do 3D, and it's going to come out along with their releases. So they'll use it for new rules and content in the future, and to kind of grow, expand the range of potential customers a little bit. They're going to also release one-page rules for these miniatures, so you can play them in a
one-page rules.
Yeah, one-page rules. No, one-page. Capital one-page rules.
Really?
Yeah, one-page rules system is also coming out for each of these releases. So if you're not playing Paizo, you're not playing Pathfinder, but you like these miniatures, there's going to be rules to play with them in a war game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. It seems like a lot. So this is a new subscription service, and Thurston Hillman, the associate publisher, is very excited, and he finds it very liberating. This is a very liberating endeavor. So there are 2 tiers of this monthly subscription. $4.99 is just a teaser. You get 4 models and a demo PDF, and also a 25% discount for all of the digital stuff you can buy. The $9.99 tier will give you a welcome pack of 25 iconic classes and monsters from Pathfinder, and a current monthly themed pack of 6 miniatures. And this month is a chunky dragon, and digital copies of the Pathfinder Player's Core and Beginner's Box, as well as a 50% discount for anything on their digital store. Okay. So that's pretty hefty. You can pick up a lot of stuff. So Hillman says we've partnered, we've had great partners like WizKids in the past that have helped us get our products into stores, but they're a production company. Things have to get shipped and delays happen. With STLs, you upload a file and you're good to go. That is from
a developer standpoint.
That is not true, but that is not true at all. Because if this thing isn't tested, if it's not printable, if it hasn't, if it needs to be pre-supported and it's not done well, you're gonna be wrecking people's printers with your crappy files. So.
That's a skill issue.
Right? Oh, I see. So, what he's really hoping this means is that Paizo is free to get weird. So
is that a quote?
That's from the article, but he said, here's his quote. We can do minis important to our setting that maybe aren't going to have a wide market appeal. So something like a high seas theme. So this shows we can pivot and in really fun and unique ways. The third theme can be, equally outrageous. I'm not sure what that's referring to. Yes, I guess high seas. So we're going to go off the beaten path with this and do things that are more niche, because people in the STL market are looking for more of that. If you search for female human fighter, you'll find a billion options. But whereas a celestial birdman, there's a little less available. So we can have fun with this and really cater to our audience. And Hillman says from his own personal experience, my favorite little lad is the fungal leshy by the name of Rain in Cloudy Day. He's just a little guy who likes helping and is associated with the Pathfinder Society. Don't talk like this.
You guys are nerds. You guys are such nerds. Oh my God.
All right. But
okay. I guess I do take your point about, no, you're not just good to go once you upload the STL, because like you said, okay, maybe what he meant is once you upload like a finished, tested,
it's available.
STL, there it is, right? You don't have to worry about shipping anything like that. So from a production standpoint, yes, you're just good to go. And I guess I also take his point about, sure, you can, I guess, go more niche, but I mean, as I stopped all my 3D printing subscription services years ago, just because I'm like, there's too much. I'm never going to print all this. Right. Don't need it anymore. But I mean, even so, sometimes stuff would come out in a month and I'd be like, not really.
Yeah.
Not really into this or whatever. So I think he kind of flipped back by saying, oh, we've got to cater our audience. Yeah, you do got to cater your audience, because you put out enough months of some theme that people are like, I'm sorry, what? And like, you're going to drop subscribers.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I have to think that people would subscribe to this because of the Paizo name, right? Also just like the Paizo whales. Like, sure, okay, there's a million, don't search for female fighters. There's a million like male guard models or whatever, right? They probably want like the Paizo Pathfinder version of this. And that's why people would subscribe to it, I think. So, yep, you go to your little like fungal leshies and celestial birdmen things and watch how many subscribers you drop. Because I bet it's going to be a lot, right? Just do the standard. Maybe you don't want to do the standard stuff, but do something that's like generally more useful for more people.
Yeah. And I think it makes sense because they're using My Manufactory and also Patreon so those have kind of communities around them. So the tribes on My Manufactory and the Patreon has an active comment section, and you can directly message. So they'll probably do polling and stuff, to see what people want to see.
But you would have to like, if you're putting out 6 miniatures and like tied to whatever adventure path is coming out, tied to like
you're going to be
rules, like you're going to have to do like
it's going to be like
a year in advance.
right. Yeah, it'll be a ways out. But they are looking to make this a digital platform, and I thought this was an interesting take. I'm not sure it's going to quite work, but they're talking about regularly producing these companion PDFs. So strategy tips for running monsters, snippets of lore, additional art, short adventures. So a lot of what we're putting out there is going to be just brand new content. And they're hoping that that's going to offer enough value that even if you wouldn't print the files, you might still subscribe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So this is where he gets like super optimistic.
All right.
And so and what he's saying too is if we can hit certain My Manufactory tribe numbers, we're going to start doing actual rules content that would turn Paizo Printables from optional cosmetic products into essential sources for day-to-day role play. And I think that's kind of ultimately where they want to be. It has a lot of interesting potential. But still, so he says, my goal is for people who don't have 3D printers who would also want to get on this because of this extra content. The value would be there, especially with the discount codes and PDFs. And then he made the comment, plus libraries and local stores are getting 3D printers now.
They are.
It's not even, and you're going to enter a maker community commune. Right. I guess you can get access to a printer, but public, I can't even imagine the condition of public 3D printers, like people that have access to.
I think there was a makerspace down at the place down in Number Parks.
And there's just like resin like leaking out from under the door.
Okay, I never had the courage to go over and look, but I mean, you're right. Okay, but I have to think if you were, I don't know what makerspace is outside, but if it was in like a department store, not that those exist in the States anymore, right? I have to think there are some places where the appeal is how well maintained these things are, which is probably not like your local library, but whatever. Yeah.
So I think he's being a little bit optimistic because you're going to need a group that's playing Pathfinder, and then you're going to need somebody in that group that's got a 3D printer and be willing to just get it running every week to get the latest miniatures to somebody who's then going to paint them or whatever to get them on the table. So it's a big ask, and but an active group that had those talents would be great. I mean, that would be amazing because you'd have just new stuff on the table all the time. But I don't know.
Time to play it.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to print time in your machine there too, Chief?
Yeah, right. Yeah, there'd be no time to play, but you'd have a beautiful table.
You set it all up. Okay, take it out for next week. Yep.
Yeah, and this is all interesting. The timing of this is interesting because we talked about a month ago, Paizo saying they're raising the price of everything, including their digital books, because just cost of living and hopefully some of that's going to go to the actual writers and artists. But they're saying as much as 50% price hikes on digital products. So a subscription sounds a lot nicer when you put it we put it that way. I'd rather pay $10 a month than $75, $80 for a PDF. Yeah.
Plus, if you sell it in bits and pieces, like those magazines here, if you want to have a 40K, right? Like you subscribe long enough for a couple months, you've got the whole book.
I've got the entire book, but I paid $300. Yeah, really. All right. Okay. Well, yeah. Speaking of physical books, whoa, this was perfect. This was amazing, but it may mean something very bad. There is a humble bundle for the Dune RPG the Adventures in the Imperium, the Modifius 2D20 Dune RPG. I got a notification in email about this, went to it and copied the text of it. The next time I went back, which was last night, it's gone. Like it's sold out.
It's sold out.
So I'm so sorry. Yeah. So the scale of this was really good. They were getting rid of a lot of physical content, I think. Basically, these physical bundles mean they just give you a code so you can order it from their web store for free or for the whatever price you paid. Right. So it's give you a free code to get it. You've paid a price for these discount codes,
okay,
but you still got to pay shipping.
Right,
so it doesn't help us at all because the shipping is like $50 a book. So it doesn't. We're paying retail. Yeah. But yes, the 2D20 Modifius, which we've had a lot of fun with on the in the actual play group, the live stream. There is so much good content in there, and they were giving you a lot of it. They were giving you 5 of the major books, including one of the Atreides version of their limited edition faux leather gold inlay book. Okay. Yeah, so they're giving you 5 really nice books, and also including the what's it called? The Agents of Dune, their deluxe starter set, which includes everything, the full rules and everything to play the game, giving you a starter house with pre-gen characters and also the ability to make your own house if you don't like, what they did with it. And yeah, so that was a complete adventure, character folios, decks of cards, and also a spice harvesting system. So if you're taking over custodial control of Arrakis, you can mine your spice. You can you can spice harvest. So yes, this included the core rulebook, also the Arrakis themed dice, the Game Master screen with a whole adventure like toolkit in it. And that is all that's available now. So it's a pretty good deal. So $14.30, you can get the core rulebook. You can get a code for the core rulebook. That's well under their retail. You still got to get it shipped to you. And then for just a little bit more, what's the next 33? I think you can get the core book, the Game Master's kit, and the dice. So a little bump up, but the whole bundle is gone. So they used to give you the box set, the core book, a deluxe version of the core book, the Sands of Arrakis, I think, and also the Game Master screen and dice. So all of that for $70. But that's sold out. Oh yeah, they said only available limited time due to quantities. So yeah, so that's all gone. So yeah, 6 items. So that was pretty impressive for $77. Unfortunately, all that's left is the core book and the screen. There is still a digital version though. Okay. So the digital version gives you everything they've published basically in a digital form for Adventures in the Imperium. It's a copy of everything: Masters of Dune, The Great Houses, Power and Pawns, Fall of the Imperium, and then they did a bunch of PDF kind of single adventures that I used a lot of content from because things slotted well into like the campaign we were running. Yeah, so that was really nice, as well as the core rulebook, and also a digital version of that deluxe box set, the starter set. So you still can get everything, and that's a pretty reasonable price too. I think that's only like $30 for all of the PDFs. But this probably means that Modifius is losing the rights. And I guess with the 3rd movie coming out, they're probably like, how much more Dune is there going to be? They're going to probably drop the license.
Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, but this might be the last chance. So there's not going to be any more expansion because they're not going to go further into the books because they probably don't have a book license. They probably have a movie.
Trust me, bro,
license.
You don't want to go farther into the books. But that is not gameable material.
They have a.
What are you going to do? See how many times like God Emperor Dune smashes your clone?
yes, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So this bundle, both of these bundles benefit the support the ACLU, and so the digital one is still available, and this is probably a good chance if you're interested in this at all. I've got all of these books in both versions, so it doesn't do me a lot of good, but. It was nice to see.
That was a humble brag.
But when we were playing, I was just like grabbing anytime anything was on touch, just blah, 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 because there was so much fun content to pull out. Just don't try to create your own voting system for the Landsred, because I almost killed the player group, but they're like, oh my God, how much longer are we doing this? Like win influence from different houses and count the votes. And yeah, don't do that. The Landsred is its own ugly thing. Leave it alone. Yeah, so that's a little frustrating because there's no like way to anything I don't have. There's no way to finish it without buying the whole bundle of stuff. But yes, it's a good game, and it's a shame that maybe that they're not going to be doing any more content for it because it was really fun to play, and it's only D20s. Like everything is just generated, no D6s, nothing extra, which is kind of what they went went for with I think the new version of the Star Trek adventure.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Like D20 bytes, just keep it all one die type.
Yes. But something, let's end on something good and wonderful. This is a really short crowdfunder, so get on this if you're at all interested. But LowLife, the tabletop version of Dungeon Degenerates, is now on Kickstarter. So Sean Aberg and Goblin Co.'s Adventures in Grit and Grime in the Gutter, or of the Gutter, is out. So yes, and he's been, for the board game, has been building this world for a while. So he really is happy to be able to finally be putting this into like source books and world books and get all this stuff out there. And so this is a D20 roll low system, but some really interesting combinations of things. Meat and morale are two kind of health trackers, but they're a combined thing. So it's a kind of a shared thing. So different things will take damage, but it all goes into kind of one pool.
Okay.
So both are tracked, and damage breaks your spirit before it kills your body. So mentally you may be out of it.
Okay.
There's character types, factions, different factions, and heat. So basically you've got like a wanted level in GTA you got to be watching. And also you have a rating of degeneracy. So that's kind of like the with a reputation system or whatever.
Okay.
So you can't do certain things, or people won't deal with you if you've got too many degeneracy points. If it's low enough, you can kind of function in normal society. But degeneracy gets you access to good underworld, stuff.
Okay.
So
that could be interesting.
And it looks like a really fun, dangerous magic system. So when you use sorcery, the world snaps back, the reality snaps back, and it could have an effect on you, an effect on the surroundings. So terrible things can happen. And so Warstrike is the empire, a Faustian brutal empire built on mysterious ruins, and that is the setting for everything. They've hit their goal already, which I was happy, because with these short crowdfunders, you always worry if they don't get the word out fast enough that people are gonna miss it before the end. But we've talked a little bit previously about the setting, and I really admire this artist and creator, and been following his Patreon. They're doing you can go all digital. You can go. They're doing 3 books. They're doing a core rule book, a setting book, and then a book about how to kind of coordinate between the components of the board game. Okay. So you can kind of like move your characters over into the RPG, kind of like back and forth. Okay. So kind of a conversion guide. They're not going crazy with dice and T-shirts and everything. This is really focused on getting the game out there, which I'm glad. So they could have a little bit lower of a threshold for funding. So it's all funding, and I was checking out his blog on Patreon, which is worth checking out. I think there's free posts as well, but talking a little bit about his, thinking about about doing this and the scale of games and things. And so he's talking about the scope of LowLife is massive, because I engage in world building every day for this. And this particular has incredibly strong gush and seems to have no end. So talking about the world building. However, it is disparity in scale that I think is the most important. This is talking about his perspective of smallness of our lives. So smallness of your life isn't to reduce the importance of our actions. It is to emphasize what actually gives them value, to show that we don't need to up the stakes to a level where our ordinary actions are dwarfed. Even in the largest scale, we can comprehend are irrelevant in the cosmic scale. So the key to life, and he's finding this in the game design and kind of overall, the key to life is in creating your own relevance. This grows if you are able to share this relevance with others. And this is ultimately what my art and what this game is about. So we first see the given relative value that we are minuscule. Therefore, our worth must come from an internal place. A statement of this is important completely changes the rules. So he's got a lot of really nice, his inspirations, his kind of, history with gaming and pop culture and stuff. Really fun stuff on his blog. And it's nice to follow this as this campaign is going on. And, kind of comes up with some nice pieces of writing about it. So check it out if you're interested. It's got a great style, kind of a great, DIY punk zine kind of grungy style, and it's all about basically you're all convicts, you're all wanted in some way. So you're all
then like the heat and degeneracy make absolute sense.
Right. Yeah. So it's just built into the system that you're living these small ugly lives, and that he's done little quick version of the rules, so you can get an idea of all the systems and mechanics, and then also an example adventure. And it is really like down to confronting individual things. And there's a lot of like, it's not just keep hitting it, keep hitting it. It's like, wait, this could be useful, or we need to get away from this. So there's a lot of nice dynamics in the RPG that keeps it from being just a murder hobo nightmare.
Okay.
And
good.
also because you're navigating this funky world, and what you're doing is going to matter, because of degeneracy, because doing bad stuff makes you hugely degenerate.
Yep.
So you can't function very well. People have to hide you to get anywhere. So yeah. So check that out. I'll put a link to both the blog and the crowdfunder, because it's worth watching. And there's probably only about like 12 days left. I think it was like an 18-day.
So pretty short.
18-day campaign, yeah. So pretty short. So check that out. Oh, and also you can add the game itself. You can add Hand of Doom, the board game, to the pledge, and they're doing a nice deluxe version as well, like the black fabric with the gold foil. So looks like
I understand why, but
I know. All right, so that's gonna do it for this week. So where can people find you?
Instagram and Blue Sky. That's Hivemind, HYVEMYND, where I'm trying to paint up little hardboard tanks, and that's about it.
Nice.
For the time being, yeah, that's about it. So, how about you?
All right. So I do a single panel gag cartoon. You can read that cartoon on gocomics.com/domestic abuse. And it's Abuse Cartoons on YouTube and Twitch, and abusecartoons.com if you want to find more about that. And check out rcharvey.com, a website of the writings of R.C. Harvey about the history of cartooning and comic books. I edited that for a while, and it's very worthwhile if you're interested in any of that stuff. So if you're interested in what we're doing here, so if you
have we mentioned everything here is unscripted?
Yes, and it's different levels of sleep on certain days.
Sorry.
Yes, so if like what we're doing here on the weekly, consider becoming a weekling,
the strongest of all supporters.
Do that at patreon.com/upturntable. Let us know what we want to see more on the weekly. Give us some news tips about what's going on, because sometimes I miss some of these press releases and crowdfunders and all that good stuff. Yeah, no. But upturntable.com is the website. We're going to we'll go back to Old School Essentials tomorrow for some more of the Lost City, hopefully finding it or escaping it, one or the other. And check us out on Saturday night for Hard War.
Yeah.
We're going to try our first learning game, our kind of quick game with the preset elements of Hard War, and some pretty wonderful, wonderful miniatures.
That pretty cool.
They did. So thanks for joining us, and we'll be back again soon.
Later, mortals.
Goodbye. All right. So yeah, sorry about the audio trouble there. I saw it might have been the system sound and not the microphone sound or the mixer. So I saw that. Yeah, those always get knocked off whenever there's an update. OBS has been okay, but yeah, every Windows update always resets everything, and yeah, it's never what never what it should be. Oh yeah, and you can see now with the chat over there, the art in the hardware book is really great. There's a lot of really great battle shots. So they have painted minis and terrain and everything, but they also have some really nice artwork in there. So good stuff. Yeah, it's ridiculous sitting there for 30 seconds when we're not even recording room tone. What a good job. All right. So yeah, cool to see everybody in the chat. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I thought that was a funny thing that obviously that OGL for WotC was much more disruptive than they even let on, and everybody was kind of taking advantage of that. I think the only person that's really going to benefit though is the MCDM. They're making bank on their alternative. Nice. So what's Matt talking about? It's going to be harder for people that care to track AI images if the game is farmed out to multiple entities. Yeah, that's where they've gotten in trouble already with illustrators and stuff, using AI on the fur or whatever. Yeah. And yeah, and cheaper and allow them to let a lot more people off. And an evil win for WotC. Yeah, that's true. They can really, which is what a lot of game companies have done, is just source stuff out to Eastern Europe and Asian illustrators that have the talent, but will take a lot less because they can do it remotely. Good to see everyone. Hardware Wars. Oh yeah, the Star Wars parody. Oh no, that's what that keeps coming up. That's what is so optimized for Google, is the Star Wars parody of kitchen appliances and kitchen utensils fighting it out. Yeah, there were so many over the years, so many goofy Star Wars parodies. I mean, almost immediately, and then that like disco Star Wars theme and everything came out, and I guess they parodied themselves with their holiday special. Jeez. All right. Yeah, they're paying for Baldur's Gate 3 voice actors to try to do a Critical Role thing. Yeah, that's right, because they have probably minimums, like union minimums. They've got to pay these people for these appearances. It's not like they're going to start like Critical Role did, where they're just doing this in somebody's kitchen. Yeah, and definitely a way just to reduce the operational costs. And besides, Hasbro needs that money because they're moving their headquarters from Providence to Boston. So they're going to need a lot of money, and so they're going to need to cut back as many staff as possible. Got to get that Boston headquarters going. Oh, interesting. Matt was saying, yeah, Fantasy Flight had an issue with not crediting people. Yeah, and Games Workshop has done that before as well. Oh, I'm saying hard disagree on this. I feel like, Chris is oh yeah. Yes, always my mic is too close, Chris's is too far away. That's where I have to fix it in Audacity. So that's why you listen to the RSS feed, right? Because that's where I fix the levels. Yeah, sorry, I think Chris's mic was off. I didn't want to interrupt everything. I couldn't tell from this angle, but yeah, now that after I got up during the break, our levels are terrible. Yes. Yeah, Quirk says playing and doing funny voices is the only way to play. No deviation allowed. Yes, this will be the official. There'll be like a style guide that WotC will release. This is the official style guide for playing Dungeons and Dragons. Uh, oh wow! So they are, yeah. That ad, whatever they called it, that ad supported streaming service. They're gonna play the old D&D cartoons. I guess they held on to the rights for that. That's interesting. So Gary made a good deal in Hollywood. Wow. Yeah, they used the characters from the animated show on the covers of the new 2024 books. That was an odd choice. Oh, Matt's found a playlist of possibly Dungeons and Dragons cartoons. uh nice. Hey Pilgrim, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Clarion says, yeah, I wish I liked Starfinder better. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I think they just, the second edition just probably made it like Pathfinder second edition, so probably not any great improvements. Yeah, I was kind of excited when that first came out. I think because Jackson was really into Pathfinder and then Starfinder. We played a bit of it, but it still had that thing where you don't. There's, it just like kind of pushes you toward this weird min-maxing thing, where when you're creating characters, you really don't want to pick suboptimal options and stuff. It was really, it didn't, yeah, didn't feel good, even in the sci-fi version. But I do admire how they, kept it, kept the same flavor in both of the settings, and actually said that they're kind of connected worlds, possibly. There's some connection between those two games, and it's all, so they kept the lore has some interesting similarity to it. But I was worried it was just going to be like everything in Pathfinder with space or star in front of it, but it has enough of a variety. Feels like a different game. Yeah, Dune was fun. That was fun. Yeah, that's too bad. I wonder if that does mean there's not going to, because they really supported it well, and it had that, because of the pandemic and everything Dune got all thrown off and screwed up, because they're really trying to time releases. So they remastered the board game. There was the RPG and, all kinds of supporting media and stuff. And then the film got delayed. So it was really weird. 2020 was supposed to be Dune, and then it, yeah, got, just like the Olympics, it got pushed back. Matt says, yes, the voting episode was definitely a thing. Cool. Yeah, Quark, no, it's very readable. Actually, I think they default towards the old school in appearance, so it almost looks like it's like, written with a typewriter, like a DIY zine. So it's not like, art school graphic designer maniacs trying to bend your mind and making you find which numbers are connected to which scores. The presentation, at least in the materials really so far, is real straightforward, but just has that, the art style has that flavor to it. And I think the game itself is much more of a punk, kind of anti-establishment thing. Nobody's really going to be playing, if you're playing like a noble or whatever, it's going to be a disgraced noble, or somebody that was imprisoned because their brother wanted to take over the control of the family or whatever. So and Matt doesn't like Quiet Abyss. Nice. Oh no, they've woken Abyss, and the hot takes are coming. Spiciness. Oh no. So yeah, right. That's right. They had in that maze. Yeah, Arturo's right. They even had live action versions of those characters in that maze in the D&D movie. Oh yeah. Oh wow. So has been A-listers that they are hiring for the new Lord of the Rings movies. Oh, I just saw the Aragorn casting. Yeah, I didn't see anything else. Or yeah, new Harry Potter show no one asked for. Yeah, I think people are just happy. They don't need to do this HBO show because I think people are happy with that full cast reading of the audiobooks. I think those are probably going to do better than the HBO show as far as like sales. Yes. Yeah, crazy. Oh, what board game is Arturo referring to? I hope he's referring to Hand of Doom. Dungeon Degenerates is a great game. I just can't get too many board game snobs in Japan. I don't like the expat community, and they're weird because that's how a lot of people socialized. So everyone's like, I'm not going to play that. I have some, goofy euro written by some unpronounceable Czech to play. I have this thing to play where you simulate, running an art gallery in, medieval Europe or whatever. Yeah. But yeah. So I wish they would have given us some way to play the new LowLife RPG while the campaign's running, because that would have been a fun one shot. So they give a sample adventure and a quick kind of rundown of the rules, but there's no character creation and there's no pre-gens, so you can't really play it. You can kind of force it. You could probably kind of reverse engineer it from the rules, explanation and stuff, but I'd rather wait for official stuff. Oh, the OG Dune game. Yeah. There we go. Nice. So you want to talk about the most relevant and totally same thing going on in our collected hobby space at the moment. All right. What is going on? I can't believe we're already into the warmer weather. It seems like it was just too cold, and now this skylight here is making it really hot in here already. Brutal. But yeah, looking forward to this weekend. So I hope everybody's good for Old School Essentials tomorrow. We can do that. And yeah, I got to get back. So I got to get some more painting done tonight and get some cards printed and everything. So should be good. Uh-oh. Abyss needs someone to explain what the hell is going on with the Cyberpunk. Yes, that Cyberpunk 2077 card game thing. They made what, $22.5 million. $24.5 million. That is insane. There's got to be something weird going on with that, because it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's a popular IP, but they've done a ton of supporting stuff for it already, board games and that are, branded 2077, and they haven't had insane stuff like this. Yeah. And I guess they really, I guess, trading card games, especially if they're a special beta version and they're going to be, supposedly randomized and, wrapped in random packs or whatever. Maybe stores are jumping on it, but it's not gonna compete with anything. It's not even gonna be as popular as Lorcana. So I don't know. It's really weird. Yeah, and they really did a weird thing where the tiers and buying everything and buying all these levels of stuff gets up into thousands of dollars. So you can see how it would jump, because a lot of the Kickstarters, the most, if you went all in, it's $300-$400, maybe $500. But they had that, multiple thousands of like $8,000 tiers, and those weren't even retail tiers. I think like the $8,000 tiers were just like hardcore, super give me everything collectors. Yeah. It's really strange because it was that Chinese. Yeah, it's that the company. I don't know. The company sounded a little shady, and it's got a Chinese connection, so who knows what this even is as far as, if they can even get this stuff shipped out. Because just think about the quantity of, I mean, how heavy cards are, and if they're going to ship you thousands and thousands of cards, how much that's going to cost and how much they're not going to pay for it. It's going to be really weird. It might be a fun, uh, you know, car crash to watch. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Abyss is saying, how the fuck do you get that to your front door? It doesn't, yeah, it doesn't make any sense, the scale of this. And if it was only, talking to retailers, but obviously this is a bunch of like weird resellers and stuff that think there's somebody's got to get their prismatic, glossy, metallic, whatever. Oh, Abyss has a theory. And remember, it's only, they have to make an attempt to fulfill this, their best attempt. They don't have to actually do it. Yeah, because they named a lot of legitimate, like their card sleeve companies and everything. They were partnering with a lot of legitimate people to do all the extra stuff, but those could just be, contracts. Those could be work for hire contracts. They're not actually like a business deal. Yes, give us a hot take, Abyss. This is how they're funding the Iraq. I guess I wouldn't even fund it for a day. Iran. I don't even know what decade we're in. Yeah, because looking up the people behind it, and yeah, they hadn't done anything. Obviously, just IP hounds, like looking for what they can get the rights to and do what with. Abyss says, I think they will use the money to invest or rug pull. Yeah, to multiply the cash flow. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's, they want, because they're going to get, minus the Kickstarter cut, they're going to get a big transfer of that money, and they can instantly do something stupid with that. And they'll be like, oh, we've got the war and we've got these problems with manufacturing, and just do like every 6 months, do an update and just have this like raging comment section on Kickstarter. Yeah, they're probably just going to take it to or do a vanity coin, get that money on the blockchain, do something stupid with it. Nice. So Arturo was saying it's 1993. The U.S. is invading the Middle East. It's 2003. It's invading the Middle East. It's 2026. The U.S. is invading the Middle East. Yes, it's hard to keep track of what decade we're in, because it's the same shit happening again and again and again. All the insane stuff that's been going on with a shoe store AI increasing the stock 700%. Oof. The one company goes to $1.5 billion a year. Oh yeah, the and that Hong Kong company that pulled off that Labubu thing, they made crazy crazy money. Yes, ever watched Ozark? Definitely money laundering. Yeah, they're probably, it's the cartels. It's probably they've got a connection with and well, it could be just Chinese money laundering. If this guy in wherever in the northwest has ties to China, you just be like, you want to get your money into the States, just support my Kickstarter. It's gonna cost us like maybe at most $100,000 to do this, and we've got 25 million. So yes. Yeah, there's just I can't imagine they can get any of this stuff fulfilled. And if they're not, and with crowdfunding like this, if they're not small companies and publishers that are constantly going to conventions and are going to be subjected to the anger of fans, if it's only going to be in the comment section of Kickstarter and maybe to their support email, who cares? Like, we just got almost $25 million. And Kickstarter loves this. I mean, what Kickstarter just made $2.5 million, right? That's their take is like 10%, or is it more than that? What is Kickstarter? What's the Kickstarter's take? I think it's 10. What can I keep? it's 8 to 10 depending on your relationship. If you've got that sweetheart deal. Oh, plus they do payment processing fees. Oh, I thought that was done on the back end. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's a little bit more. I guess if you're using Kickstarter to do pledge management. Knights. Oh, Abyss is saying Mr. Pondsmith's name is about to be eternally dragged on this crap. Yeah, if this ends up being a, I don't know though. Maybe they'll just blame CD Projekt Red, because that's who they licensed it from. I think. I don't think this is. I think this is like sub-licensed from CD Projekt Red. I don't think this is anything to do with Pondsmith or Telesarian. I don't know. But it sure is fishy that those guys haven't done much, and their first crowdfunding ever is one of the most successful crowdfundings in the history of anything for what they were offering. Because I think their goal was like 30,000 or something. Because the summary thing is really funny. It was like 21,000% over their goal. Like, wow, that's a success. That's quite a success. Oh, Most Critical was promoting it. There you go. Content creators outside of normal. Yeah, that would make sense if there's, because you would have to get it to the gamers and the people that are just, replaying that game endlessly. But it's not, yeah, I don't know. It's nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Because none of the board games did particularly great, did they? Where should I look this up? Maybe I'll do this on that regular browser. Nothing, none of their board games were did particularly great, because they did that Gangs of Night City. That didn't even do 1 million. That was a come on. Oh yeah. That was a come on thing. That didn't even do 1 million, and that's good old Simon. Yeah, Weird Co. That's right. I knew there was a stupid Weird Co. They're definitely gonna be super transparent with what happens to those funds. There's no way Weird Co. would let us down. I'm pretty sure we're safe. And then who was this? Oh yeah, who is this? Yeah, there was a couple of board games. Yeah, the Night City one, Gangs of Night City, and then the one that was just the named characters. I think those might have been the same guys that did the Witcher game. Yeah, I think those are the other guys. But yeah, why isn't any of this coming up? Weird. Yeah, Kickstarter really has weird search engine optimization, because the stuff that's coming up the most is this probably never fulfilled failed command thing. The other one isn't. Oh, that was maybe because it was just on GameFound. Maybe Kickstarter's got a much bigger okay, 11 million though. The wow, okay. So on GameFound, the guys that did Go On Board. Go On Board is the Witcher guys. So they did a couple of, or at least one Witcher board game. And this is the officially licensed Cyberpunk game with all of miniatures of all the characters from the game. They did 11 million. So yeah, I think it's the IP is just silly, and there are a lot of people that don't want a board game, but if you ask them to get cool beta versions of decks of trading cards, and this game does not look good at all. This game looks terrible, and it's $11 million. I don't know. Maybe that's just code. Maybe Cyberpunk 2077 is. Yeah. I backed the one that was Legends. I think it was just called Cyberpunk Legends, and it was a cooperative kind of cyberpunk themed, based on the RPG, not the CRPG, based on the original role-playing game. Yeah, I backed that one, and they didn't do anything. Let's see. We're not going to be able to find this on a search engine because it's going to be so I think it's, yeah, just Legends. Come on. Yeah, Legends, Cyberpunk Legends Into the Night. And this is more just like original baseline. And they made 1.2 million though. Nice. And the Pledge Manager Apocalypse is on us. It's their last update. Yeah, Night Crew Games though, but I think they've done other stuff. They're not this weird, like, you know, IP wrestler. So good to go. Yeah, I'll let you guys know when that shows up. Yeah, I think I just got the base thing, like all the decks for that, so Chris and I can give that a shot. But yeah, that did okay too. Weird. Because that was a much smaller game and didn't have the video game IP. It was just the TTRPG license. Crazy. Nice. Yeah. $8 to 11 million. Crazy. Mobile board games. Yeah, it's crazy. I wonder though. That'll be fun. I don't think they had a pledge $1 or whatever, but that might be a good comment section to be in on. I'm sure there's enough people that'll share what's going on there when these guys totally fail this and back out, because especially for a trading card game, like if they've already got through the rules and they've got most of the artwork, there should be no delay to getting to production. And what's the how quick were they expecting to get this game out? What are they promising for $24.5 million? Oh, I'm still on board game. But yeah, if there's any sort of delays, this thing could get the official trading card game. Yeah, that probably helped a lot to just call it that. Poof. Oh no, $100,000 was their goal. So crazy. Most funded Kickstarter game ever. Yeah. Good luck. Yeah, so these guys went all yellow. The 2077 yellow, and the other one, the one I backed, went all red, like the Cyberpunk red. So too much of one color. Oh, Weird Co. This is their first ever crowdfunder, and it's the most successful ever. Yeah, they're never gonna get this game shipped. I think Abyss is right, just being able to get these to people, and we don't even know. I don't see anything that's like obviously AI, but we don't even know that they're just not faking this whole thing, because there's so much of this art you could just put into. So much official art you could just put in there, and just I don't know. There's a lot of like weirdly centered character art. Yeah. Do they have a statement? They don't even have an AI statement. So good luck. Yeah, this will be interesting. It'd be funny if it takes off and gets a competitive scene and stuff going if the game is any good. I didn't even look at the rules. It just seemed so shady from the very beginning. But they got CD Projekt Red working on it. But they're trying. Yeah, I mean, they're fulfilling a lot of stuff, so it's not like if they even attempt to do this, it's going to cost them most of those millions. So I don't think anybody's going to get rich quick. But yeah, so, and when are they promising this? Oh, it's not even done yet? There's still 16 hours? Okay, what are we going in on? We're going in on the 8,000. Let's just melt down our... yeah, so quickly it's up to $500, 1,000, 27, that's 2,800. Yeah, 8,000. Okay, we're going Jackie Wells, Night City Legend. There's still 70 available. It's $8,000. They haven't estimated the shipping yet. It could be a lot. You're getting 8 starter decks. And we'll have a drink named after us, I think. Oh wait, but there's the Night City Legend Male V Street Kid version. That's 8,000 as well. And there's the Goro Takemura, 8,000 as well. Oh, Atom Smasher though is all gone. Wow. Yeah, okay, come on. Did they just cancel these? Because they say unavailable. And so maybe they got nobody to bite, and so they just canceled them because they realized they were having too many $8,000 tier. Yeah, there's so many characters names both from the Netrunners and or the Edge Runners and the game itself. Oof. I can't get my $8,000 Judy Alvarez set. It's not worth it. I can't believe it's still going. So I'm sorry, I got all caught up in so when are they promising this by? Oh, they didn't even put that like in easy to find place anymore. Used to be right up at the or maybe when it's finished. Right up at the top. Just a few more hours. We got to pool our resources. We got to get the Jackie $8,000 pledge. Yeah, I don't see they've moved that around where they say where they're supposed to be fulfilling this. They're probably not even. Yeah, it's not even bother. Oh. So all refunds will be issued. The payment method, you'll get 70% of your original pledge amount. Oof, yeah, I can't even imagine the taxes on this. So in the first 10 days, you'll get 100%. After April, you get 90%. And then after that, you'll only get 70%. Yeah, they're going to keep a lot of people's money. And the big packages, the Afterlife and the Night City packages are well, I guess because you're paying $8,000, but they're giving you free shipping on those because you paid $8,000 for trading cards for what, 7 decks of trading cards. So first wave will begin Q3 of this year. Yeah, we'll see if this actually happens. And then second wave is still Q4 of 2026. So they're expecting to ship it this year. Wow. They must have, if they don't own the Chinese factory that's doing this, I don't think that's going to happen. Because they've got too many other, because we're already in April. We're already halfway through April. And they've got so much stuff that they have to, because they're not offering, like, it's not going to be a bunch of stuff just stuck in a box. It's all in these like collector boxes with all the graphics. Yeah, all the graphics on it. So good luck. That'd be funny though, if it was actually a legit thing and it took off, but I have my doubts. I don't know, how fast can you hide $24.5 million so that the so nobody can get back after it? Yes, we do need to start. I don't think we'll have to. It'll probably just prove itself true immediately. Yeah, because WeirdCo is again, let's visit the weirdos at WeirdCo. They don't even have the .com, or they don't even do weird.co, which they should have done. They're weirdco.net about them. And again, who are they? They have a deep human connection to the trading card games. Oh, so they're claiming on their website no AI. Where's the thing? There were bios of the little fellows working on this here. I'm going to get a job here and find out exactly what's going on. Product manager job position is fully remote. Senior game designer job, fully remote. Looking for the lead developer for the future Cyberpunk trading card game sets. And they're looking for a lead for execution of their games to work closely with the designers. So they're going to produce this game, but they don't have a staff. That's awesome. That's very cool. Yeah, where was the thing where, and they took that down in the about where they named those fellers involved in this. Yeah, this website sucks and it's very shady looking. They just did a blitz with influencers and game people and YouTubers. Wow. Yeah, I wonder if it's an actual playable game or not. Or people just want that cool Takemura card. Yeah. So their origin. So co-founders Elliot Cook and Lohan Wei. Oh yeah, there's no. I was gonna search that, but it's like there's probably a million of them. First met through a mutual friend, and now advisor Bill Mooney. So he introduced them, and they have gotten really into trading cards, and they've never done trading cards before. This is their first one ever. Well, they're very connected, well connected, or very talented, one or the other. Abyss says, yeah, that refund policy might actually be breaking some laws. But how else are they going to rug pull this game if they can't not give you refunds? And all you have to do is tell Kickstarter, we tried. It's the current economic climate. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. This is their first game, but it's their love of trading card games that makes this game so good. And that having that big statement about no AI and then having the cards look a little sus. Let's build a community. Yeah, that's interesting. So we'll be mentioning this again, I think. I have a suspicion either good or very, very bad. We'll be talking about these folks again someday. Crazy. But yeah. Also the difference in tiers. Yeah, 70%. It's not like the other 70%. That's right. Yeah. We're keeping a lot of your $8,000. You can have your Judy card. We'll pop that one in the mail. Yeah. I wonder, and there's probably going to be some. If we ever find out, there'll be some interesting stories about who got paid off to do this and who and did Kickstarter know? That's going to be the big thing. Did Kickstarter know this was a scam the whole time? And they're just like, do you have a 10% of 24.5? So in 16 hours, Kickstarter is going to be very happy. They'll be able to renew their lease in San Francisco or wherever they are. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, and I wonder if just that logo is such trash for Weird Co. It's right next to the CD Projekt Red, and it's like, okay. But yeah, I wonder if they just got some good support and maybe support from CD Projekt Red, where it just got on like official channels and stuff. So everybody that would possibly be interested got to hear about it. I didn't see any ads on social media or anything. But you never know. Cork's gonna grab the popcorn for now. Yeah, the Netflix documentary on this. It's gonna be right up there with Fire Island. Who knew at WeirdCo? The rise and fall of WeirdCo, the most successful crowdfunding trading card company in the history of the world. Yeah, because think about trading cards, like producing trading cards as opposed to producing entire board games. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper. Crazy. Yeah, I think that's going to be a spicy. If nothing comes out by the end of this year, that's going to be a spicy comment section that probably no one is going to be reading. Like no one official will actually be reading. There'll be some poor mod they'll leave there going, I haven't heard from the guys in 6 months. I don't know what to tell you. It's all fun. Oh. Yeah, interesting. But we'll do some more old school essentials and figure out, kind of where we're going. Because I think we wanted to get to Castle Amber. I have a way to get us there. Not too railroady, I hope. But we'll have to see what the group wants to do, how many gods they want to kill before they get to that point. Yeah, I don't want you guys to get too high level because then you'll be too leveled up for for Castle Amber. But yeah, should be good. I've really been enjoying going through those Goodman Games original adventures reincarnated or whatever that series was. They did some really nice work. It's a shame that we're never going to see those books again. They're just going to be hoarded by resellers. So I'd like to be able to just sit and flip through those physical books. I'll make do with the PDFs, but I would prefer a physical book. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah, Business Hand's not even a trading card game. Oh, it's a living card. So they're doing all of the cards that are ever going to be, and then right, and then like Fantasy Flight, and then just do the sets. This is the next heist or the next adventure. Yeah, those really that is a really frustrating system. I mean, I guess if they do like complete sets, but that means every time to keep up with what's going on, if everybody's playing that game, you're going to have to do another $100, $100 investment or whatever that set is to get all your cards. Because when Fantasy Flight was doing that, it was like every other week it was like $20 or $30, or it was $15 like every other week. And so we'd meet once a month, I think, and I'd have like a $45, card bill, because we were kind of bulk ordering them together as a group, and the guy that was managing that, I'd like owe him like $50 every month. Like, oh, I'm not even playing these cards. What are we doing? Yeah, it's crazy. Oh. I was looking at the page of WeirdCo. Oh yeah, sorry, I should have put that up. I've got my magical ability, don't I, to I don't even know what window that's grabbing now though. Yeah, but WeirdCo is a sleepless sleepovers in your friend's bedroom carpet. Wow. So are they talking about magic? I think I think they met based on magic. They don't mention the brand, but they keep talking about the magic of trading card games. Oh, that shiny cardboard fetching sky high prices. Those flashy crowdfunders that it keeps going up. Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, let me see here. Where's my stupid window? I can't even find it. What's this? No, that's not it. Where's my oh, that's right. I think I can just drag it on here. But here we go. We're gonna stay on. We're gonna marathon this. We can sit here and watch the the number go up, because there is kind of a rush. You know, they always say that. Oh, hello. They always say that last well, the last bit of it is a huge rush. Where's my scrolling? I can't get over. Oh, the total. Where's the total? Oh, oh man. When it's not beside it. It's very small. But yeah, they're so yeah, a bunch of, you know, people that want to just, they had it bookmarked or whatever. They get that 48-hour reminder, but I think there is a 24 or last few hours. So we may see they only have, oh, there goes. They only have 41,680 backers. Was that Matt? I think that was Matt. That last one was Matt, wasn't it? God damn. Matt's in. Matt's in on the Jackie Wells set. I knew it. Yeah, we can go to Kalshi and bet on the final numbers and make some money off of this debacle. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to break 25 million in this last bit, because they've got 16 hours, so they've got a whole, you know, daytime of people saying, Moist Critical told me to do this. I want to be like Moist Critical. Yeah, that's really unusual though. So either they just got a, you know, an amazing amount of hype and people are like, you know, there's going to be that lull between when they finally stop supporting Cyberpunk 2077 and then they start like previewing the sequel. We'll start to know. But people will be hungry for, you know, content for that. Then there'd be like a good time to release another Netflix anime series and stuff. If they haven't blown their relationship with that studio. But yeah, big old final tally. So we're gonna just leave I'll just log off and then the stream will just be this total going up. So you can sit and watch for the next 18 hours. Yeah, Abyss is saying 28 million for the bot accounts at the last moment. Yeah, there gotta be some Chinese that want to hide their money that haven't done so yet. Come on, give us a couple more million. Or yeah, it just has to feed this last little bit. It's got to feed the last like 10 million in real slowly, so it doesn't look too suspicious. Just $8,000 at a time. Oh yeah, Arkham Horror. Yeah. Oh yeah, Abyss. Yeah, same here. Yeah, almost exactly the same. I gave up after Carcosa too. Yeah, I was on board with, and I even did. So yeah, Cyberpunk and the 40K one. The yeah, I forget what that was called, but I had a lot of catch up to do with that one. But the early packs were like going for like $1 a piece or whatever, like on Miniature Market and stuff. So yeah, I caught up on the 40K one and that just stopped, and the fantasy one just stopped. 29. Oh, there's Matt's there's Matt's guess. 29 million. And 89 cents. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting comment section towards the end of this year if people haven't gotten stuff, because there's always people that just like can't get stuff shipped to them. They live in like a nightmare apartment complex, or you know, something's funky about their address or whatever in the pledge manager, and it never goes well. Yeah, but and internationally too, that's not even the did this was open, right, to everybody? Okay, we're back in it right now. Does it say ships anywhere in the world? Wow, they're gonna get an $8,000 box of cards anywhere in the world. Whew. That's crazy. Crazy. But here it is. Okay, let's just look at this Jackie Wells set. Oh, can you even imagine? Heck yeah, I can't believe how fast that goes up. There we go. Look at that. That's 8,000. Look at six times this, whatever this is. 54 times this. Wait a minute, 54. That is like a just in itself, isn't that like a short? That's like 2 pallets of cards, a short cargo container just to get those to you. Yeah, they'll be able to ship that anywhere. 54 times. Nice. That's gonna be good. Yeah, when I want, I don't want 10. I want like 54 times something. Nice. Yeah, Bogota. Yeah, suspiciously, all of these are going to Colombia. What? All of the addresses populating. So maximum amount of backer can give is 10,000, but there is no limit to how many accounts you can use. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll report next week what how many. Wait, are we still? See, one more. Oh wow, one more person did, since we've been sitting here. One more person has backed the $8,000 level, and just that one. Jeez. Yeah, I don't remember how many, but I remember Jackie was. I was saying 70. And one more person has. There's no way. There is no way, because even if you're like an insane. Well, if there's no surprises in these packs, if it is a living card game and everything is just pre-built decks or whatever, what are you opening? Or what are you're not going to get your Black Lotus, on your live stream. So what are you opening? Nice. Nice. A full character plate set. I'm having fun scrolling with all this horrible art. Yeah, it's really really crazy. I can't believe there was an $8,000 pledge just while we were yakking about this. Yikes. But yeah, come back tomorrow for some wonderful old school. I'm surprised the playing those old modules with Old School Essentials is getting a lot more views on the channel than like more current stuff. And I'm really surprised. Maybe there's like so much less competition, and for some reason it's getting recommended more, I think, because people keep commenting, this popped up for me, so I'm checking it out. Like, so yeah, maybe there is some our fill-in game ended up being some kind of sweet spot for YouTube. But let's do it tomorrow, and then hopefully we can get a nice camera setup for hardware. I made this this thing is all suspended, so we can move around really easy, so I can get it centered right under the camera and hopefully lit well. And we're not going to be rolling any dice on the table itself, so it should be okay. We'll see how it goes. You never know. I'll probably figure out some way to screw it up, and hopefully we'll use these mics so you can hear us actually discussing what's going on. All right, so I'll be too close, and Chris will be too far from the mic, but but we'll be here. So take care, everybody, and thanks to the members and patrons for making this all possible. And get on this Jackie Wells if there are any available by the end of the 16 hours. I'm going to be very disappointed. I want the Jackie Wells to sell out. Oh, that's so depressing. And this money could go to so many other actual companies that would actually do something, that employ actual people that aren't doing whatever these guys are doing. But take care, everyone. And thanks as always for listening and watching. We'll be back again soon. Goodbye.